silicon flowers. Lovely, but not particularly fragrant. May I be of assistance?
Oh, I doubt that, Wallace. I'm too down in the dumps for cheering up.
Oh, well.
No, am I making sense? Do you catch my drift?
A bit of romance.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. He happen to maybe knocking on. Too old for a beach holiday, that's for sure.
A sad thing.
I'm afraid you've lost me, Chuck. Oh, it's a sorry old world, isn't it? Thanks to the bullies.
Beg pardon?
Oh, it's a sorry old world, isn't it? Thanks to the bullies.
Clear as glass.
I can't say as I understand you, Wallace. I'd go home to Mr. Gabberley, but there's no point. Won't get no sympathy from him indoors, will I?
Sharp as a knife.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. It's not just me, is it? What do you think of Duncan McBiscuit?
That's a stinky cheese.
He's a reet stinky cheese, he is. Glad you agree. Oh, you're a reet good listener, you are, Wallace. Hey, you're in a right mess, you are, Winnie Gabberley, and no mistake. What to do? What to do?
Fresh as a daisy.
I'm afraid you've lost me, Chuck. I should count me blessings. At least me new outfits. That's something, isn't it?
It's a sign.
You think so? A sign of things to come? New things that fit? Glad you're here, Wallace. He happen to maybe knocking on. Too old for a beach holiday, that's for sure.
A bit of romance.
I can't say as I understand you, Wallace. I'd go home to Mr. Gabberley, but there's no point. Won't get no sympathy from him indoors, will I?
It's a sign.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Oh, it's a sorry old world, isn't it? Thanks to the bullies.
A sad thing.
Too true, too true. You're a wise old owl, aren't you, Wallace? I'm feeling a bit better now. Oh, am I making sense? Do you catch my drift?
Sharp as a knife.
I'm afraid you've lost me, Chuck. It's not just me, is it? What do you think of Duncan McBiscuit?
That's a stinky cheese.
He's a reet stinky cheese, he is. Glad you agree. You're an exemplary host, Wallace. Oh, what do I know? I'm going soft in the head, aren't I?
There's nothing like a cup of tea.
I can't say as I understand you, Wallace. Hey, you're in a right mess, you are, Winnie Gabberley, and no mistake. What to do? What to do?
There's nothing like a cup of tea.
Aye, that's right. A strong cuppa cures most ills. Oh, you're a real good listener, you are, Wallace. He happened to may be knocking on. Too old for a beach holiday, that's for sure.
Fresh as a daisy.
Oh, I don't know about that. But it's ever so kind of you to say so. Glad you're here, Wallace. Oh, it's a sorry old world, isn't it? Thanks to the bullies.
A sad thing.
Too true, too true. You're a wise old owl, aren't you, Wallace? You know what? Winnie Gabbley's had enough of feeling sorry for herself. So what if I'm a bit like a pudding? I've tangled with giant bees, I have. I can take care of a bullying McBiscuit any day. Thank you, Wallace. You've a right kindly way with words, you have.
Glad to be of service.
I'll be fine now, Pat. Reckon I'll finish my story.
Hey! Hey there, you big fuck!
Shut your trap, you tartan tearaway, or I'll box your ears! I do like a good book.
No need for a refund, then?
Oh, no. I'm as happy as Larry me.
Oh, another happy camper. Anything you need, Mrs. Gabberley?
Oh, no, dearie. I'm as happy as a sandboy. Thanks.
A bevy of brollies. To think of all the trouble I went through to get just one. I'd better stay here and see to our guests. This needs ironing, it does.
Hello there.
Constable Dibbins has requested...
Constable Dibbins is mistaken. Poochie Woo and Tinky Wee would never misbehave.
They did seem a touch rambunctious.
Oh, very well. Let's get this over with.
Behave, or I'll have you banged up in the kennels. Ah, that's more like it.
What's this nonsense about my doggies?
Ah, there you are, Miss Flit. Your doggies are causing a breach of the peace. They're behaving like, well, like animals.
How could you say such a thing?
Only telling it like it is.
Disturbing the peace, are they?
Well, they were until you came in.
Constable, if I ever see my doggies behaving badly, I shall reprimand them myself, believe me. But just look at them. They're as sweet and innocent as pink icing sugar. Why don't you find some other tiny, defenceless creatures to harass and leave my babies alone?
Babies? Hooligans, more like. Show that formal caution to Miss Flit.
Oh, but I did.
Then show her again. Sooner or later, she'll have to take it seriously.
Any interest in this?
Perfect! Just like the great boulders of the Aqaba Desert.
Care for a kick around, Major?
No time to play ball, man. There's a battle to be reenacted.
May I offer you a spot of tea, Major?
Of course. Sharpens the wits.
Hello again.
May I offer you some tea?
Oh, you're sweet as honey, but no tea for me, thank you. It makes me windy.
Any interest in this?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wallace. What a lovely scarf.
Actually, it's,
Such vibrant colour and such a pretty pattern. It's perfect for my new look. Isn't it splendid? I have the scarf. I just need the glasses.
Would you like these sunglasses?
Oh, wonderful, Mr. Wallace. Very stylish. I'll use these for my new look. My new look is complete. Just a moment. You're in for a surprise. Ta-da! What do you think, Wallace? Am I not mysterious?
Quite mysterious, yes.
Oh, where's Felicity? Where did Miss Flit go? Here I am! We do have fun, Wallace, don't we? How funny! That sounded just like my little darling's chew toy.
Would a ball give you some bounce, Mr. Paneer?
Oh no, I must focus on my castle, thanks.
You're in luck, my boy. I was just about to reenact the siege of Aqaba. Do you know the story? Sir Lawrence took cover under massive red boulders. Just like this. Vultures circled the sky, crying out for blood. Just like this, our Lawrence, cool as a cabbage, took tea. Just like this. Lawrence was taking tea and about to dunk his digestive when suddenly 10,000 howling Ottoman soldiers charged the fortress. Tea was ruined, obviously. But did Lawrence of Olivier give up? Never! He took his rifle and levered the great red boulders down the dunes, rolling them straight into the enemy horde. With the invaders in disarray, Lawrence, armed only with his bayonet and still desperate for cover, counterattacked. He took them on one by one until he achieved total and complete victory!
Dreaming of great battles, no doubt. I'll just tidy this up. Care for some tea, Mr. Pannier?
No, thank you, Wallace. I'm too busy for tea.
Hey, this little fella might enhance your sandcastle.
A knight to defend the castle, eh? Why not? It couldn't hurt. Put him where you like. That's the enchanted tower, where the beautiful princess sleeps, dreaming of a successful marriage to a financially secure prince. That's the royal court, where the king holds sumptuous banquets for all his royal chums. That's the tower of groceries, where the heroic young shopkeeper sells top-quality produce. Impressive architecture, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
That's the horrible dungeon, where the mean, bullying knight is kept locked in chains. Just one last touch. There, the mark of finest quality produce. I can't wait to show Miss Flit.
And I'm sure she can't wait to see.
Oh, no.
Thought I saw a spider.
My castle. I've been wrong-footed. I'm at my wit's end, Wallace. Now I have to start all over.
Care for a warmer upper?
Get pouring.
Making progress.
I'm almost done. Have a look. As you can see, I've rearranged everything. It's even better than before.
I see.
That's the enchanted tower, where the beautiful princess sleeps, dreaming of a successful marriage to a financially secure prince. That's the horrible dungeon, where the mean, bullying knight is kept locked in chains. That's the tower of groceries, where the heroic young shopkeeper sells top-quality produce. Impressive architecture, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
That's the royal court, where the king holds sumptuous banquets for all his royal chums. Just one last touch. There, the mark of finest quality produce. I hope Miss Flit likes it.
Oh, she'll love it, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
Oh, my foot! My poor tender foot! It was a blasted sand trap! Oh, ow! 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 Ow!
Well then, should be able to work in peace now, I reckon.
Oh, well, jolly good.
Now for the finishing touch. the defender of the kingdom.
However do you manage such lovely creations, Mr. Paneer?
It's a knack, Miss Flit. If I hadn't made it into grocer school, I might have been an engineer. But of course, groceries are my first love.
Anything else I can assist with?
No, thank you, Mr. Wallace. You may consider me a happy camper and most satisfied customer.
We do aim to please. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you, Wallace. My spirits are high enough as it is.
Care for some tea, Constable?
The law can't stop for a cuppa, much as the law might like to.
Fancy a kick around?
I'm here to protect and serve, not play silly games.
Regarding that formal caution,
Deliver it to Felicity Flit and see that she takes it seriously.
Whoa!
Hello, Wallace.
Constable Dibbins was wondering...
Again? Oh, let's get this over with.
Threatening behaviour towards an officer of the law, that's a serious offence, that is. Don't think I won't lock you up, 'cause I will. This is your final warning.
Oh, gee, whoa! Take it away! How could you behave like this? Mummy is very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. And what did you do to upset my precious cupcakes like that?
Cupcakes?
My darlings, did the bad man upset you? Don't be scared. Mummy's here now. How about a little dressing up game to make it all better? Do you want to play dress up? Oh, yes you do. Yes you do. Oh, come along, my sweets.
She's lucky I didn't throw those mutts in the kennels. Hour this close, hour. You can only push PC Ernest Dibbins so far.
I hope your holiday is proceeding in a satisfactory manner, Constable.
Satisfactory? Yes, indeed. Everything appears to be quite satisfactory, peaceful, and in order. Thank you, Wallace.
Champion, we're getting there. Ha ha! At last, a house full of satisfied customers, just as I predicted. I'd best tell Gromit to lay the table.
I must compliment our host. I've had a cracking holiday.
Ooh, thank goodness for that. It was a near thing though, wasn't it? Ooh, smell those fish and chips.
We can look forward to superior chow here in the officers' mayor's what?
The tableware doesn't seem to be in breach of any health and safety regulations. Enforcement's the key, of course.
You smell like heaven, lassie. Did you buy a new perfume for our date?
Oh, really, Duncan? That's just the flower in my hair. And I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
we tuck in, on behalf of the management, that is, Gromit and me, I'd like to welcome you all to our new venture. West Wallaby Street Water World, the only holiday destination with its own all-weather seaside in the cellar basement
I have a
beach
few words to say myself. Raise your glasses. Raise them, I said. To a great day with a great lass. The sweetest sights I ever smelled. That's right, I'm talking about... Hey! Who turned out the... Ah! What's all this?
Right there!
Leave off!
Lincoln, Laura, this is a wrong do.
That Duncan was right there, big as life, then he up and vanished. Sort it with me all
Quiet!
right.
Everyone quiet!
my
Calm
side
down,
up.
I said. I must insist on calm. This is
feel
not what
pain.
it's done. Quiet!
Whatever's happening to me?
Help me! Help me, somebody! Is someone there? Help me! I can't move! Thank you, whoever you are. I was this close to taking my last breath. You found me just in time.
I've located the victim. Mr. McBiscuit has sustained a nasty knock to the noggin and don't remember naught about it. Happily, he will recover. However, aggravated thumping is a serious offence, and I've no choice but to treat every one of you as suspects.
Outrageous!
But I never touched it.
Suspects?
Until our thumper is caught, nobody leaves this house. Nobody comes in, and nobody goes out. Not till I know the person who done it.
I know who did it. Spies from abroad. Saboteurs from the South Sea.
Thank you, Major. That's enough of your doolally chatter for now. Only cold, hard facts can solve this mystery.
Solve this mystery?
That's right. By the book. You know, burden of innocence and proof of purchase and all that. That's how real investigations... Now, what's that contraption?
My latest prototype, Constable. The Deductomatic Mystery Solver.
Deductomatic? Is that what's been taking money out of my savings account?
Oh, no, Mrs. Gabberly. The Deductomatic harnesses unused brain power to solve mysteries.
If you're pointing the finger, Wallace, any accusation must be backed up by hard fact and proven according to the law.
Well, that is, it should be working. Aha! I've got it!
Right then. Tell us, Wallace, who thumped Duncan McBiscuit?
Who done it? Who done it? Oh, that can't be right.
We're waiting.
Just a moment. Any idea who done it, lad? You wouldn't mind pointing him out, would you? It was Constable Dibbins.
That's an outrageous slur.
But you were sitting just by Duncan, weren't you?
Aye. And the police truncheon were invented for thumping, weren't it?
Now you're in a pickle, Constable.
I'm completely innocent. I didn't do it. It's a logical impossibility, and you can't argue with logical impossibilities.
I can argue the hind legs off a donkey, Mr. Gabberley says. Logic has naught to do with it.
Wallace, I'm sure you didn't mean to accuse me, did you?
The deductomatic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like to reconsider your accusation?
Oh, yes. It was Major Crumb.
Nonsense! It was spies from abroad.
The Major had no cause to thump Duncan.
Unless the Major was confused. Perhaps he mistook Mr. McBiscuit for one of those spies of his.
Mistake a 20-stone Scot for a native of the South Seas? Have you lost your mind, Constable?
The deductomatic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like to reconsider your accusation?
Oh, yes. It was Mrs. Gabberley.
Ooh, how could you say that?
I'll ask the questions. Duncan McBiscuit did insult you, did he not, Mrs. Gabberley?
Aye, happen.
And that made you angry, did it not?
Aye, happen.
So, you were insulted and angry.
Just said so, didn't I?
Insulted and angry enough to kill.
Don't be daft. No one's been killed. He took a clout at noggin, that's all.
You seem to know all about it, Mrs. Gabberley. How come?
Faith, I can say for certain that Mrs. Gabberley is not the thumper. When the lights went out, I took Vinny's hand. I didn't want her to feel frightened, and she stayed right there beside me till the lights came back on.
That's right.
You're a lucky woman, Mrs. Gabberley. Seems you have what we in the business call an alibi. No accusation can survive in the face of a strong alibi.
The deductomatic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like to reconsider your accusation?
Oh, yes. It was Felicity Flit.
Wallace!
Is that true, Miss Flit?
Of course not. Why would I hurt poor Duncan?
Rumour has it Miss Flit and Mr. McBiscuit are old friends.
More than friends, I'd wager.
Duncan is just a friend. Just like Wallace is a friend. Well, at least I thought he was. Perhaps I was mistaken.
The deductomatic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like to reconsider your accusation?
Oh, yes. It was Mr. Paneer.
Just a minute. You must be off your trolley, Wallace.
Do you wish to confess, Mr. Paneer?
Of course I do. I mean, I don't. I didn't thump no one, I mean.
But you did have a motive. You resented Mr. McBiscuit for vandalising your sandcastle.
That's enough. It's obvious Mr. Paneer ain't guilty. He were holding me hand the whole time. That's right. Soon as the lights went out, he clutched me hand with a grip like a buzzard. I tried to shake him off, but he wouldn't let go till the dark lifted. He were right here beside me the whole time.
Is that true, Mr. Paneer? Then it seems you have a cast-iron alibi, which clears you of the accusation.
The deductomatic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like to reconsider your accusation?
Oh, yes. It was Poogie Woo and Tinky Wee.
Two wee pups laying Duncan low. That's daft, that is.
Aye, Silly that.
The very idea of accusing my dear doggies. How absurd!
Aye, quite absurd. Absurd, eh? Nothing is absurd before the law.
Here we go.
It is the absurd claims the law takes most seriously. For if the absurd cannot expect justice and a fair hearing, then who among us can?
He's got a point.
We must treat this accusation according to the law. The law requires proof. Proof requires... hold on. Proof requires three things. First, the motive. Why did the suspects thump Duncan McBiscuit? Second, the weapon. What was he thumped with? Third, a witness. Who can collaborate, corroborate, back up your accusation? Do you have a motive, a weapon, and a witness, Mr. Wallace?
I'll just recalibrate the inference-ometers. There we are.
What'll it be? Motive, weapon, or witness?
Where to begin? Of course. Now we'll get the facts.
Get what facts?
The weapon. I've determined the weapon.
Well done. Tell us what, Wodgy Podge and Winky T used to thump Duncan. Well, out with it, man.
Just a moment. Do you have anything resembling a weapon, lad? I could use one sharpish. The weapon is this toy shovel.
You honestly expect us to believe that that little piece of plastic knocked Mr. McBiscuit out cold?
Just trying to dig out the truth, Constable.
When you're in a hole, Wallace, the best advice is stop digging.
This weapon you're suggesting don't hold water.
Sorry, it is only a prototype.
All right, that's enough of that. Everyone can go about their normal business, but remember, nobody leaves the house until the mystery is solved.
What a waste of time. The stairs don't climb themselves, you know.
Once I have the deductomatic properly calibrated, this case will be elementary, dear Gromit, elementary. In the meantime, why don't you, sniff up some clues for the deductomatic process, eh, lad? You might start with the constable there. I expect he's got some juicy leads.
I've got the suspects right where I want them, written down on me official constabulary notepad. I'll crack the case with this, I will. It's got to be one of these three, but which one? Do you sense something, boy? Yes, I'll have a little chat with the Major. Perhaps he knows something he doesn't know he knows.
I've got it. Where's the constable? Oh, I haven't got it. I'm afraid our supper gong won't be seeing any more use this evening. Those are artificial flowers, lad. Attractive to the eye, but not to the nose, eh? Simpler times, eh, lad? What Watch your step, Gromit. That's a slippery slope. Silicon flowers. Lovely, but not particularly fragrant. I've deactivated your call box, Gromit. Never fear, I'll put it right after our guests have gone.
He took quite a thumping, didn't he? Can't say he didn't deserve it. Still, can't leave him to rot all on his lonesome. Someone's got to tend to the great lug.
Oh.
He's coming round.
Oh, my head. Somebody's stopped the spinning. There's a whirlpool I'm in.
Don't fret, Pat, you've had a nasty knock. Did you see who thumped you?
No, but I can almost remember what hit me. The terrible weapon that laid me low, it's...
You saw the weapon, what hit you?
I think so. It was... Oh, I can't remember a thing. My brain's been boggled.
Ooh, you've got amnesia, you have.
Amnesia? Oh, not that, as well as a bang to the head. Is it fatal?
Just take things step by step, Chuck. What's the last thing you can remember?
Well, I was upstairs, getting set for a jump down yon slide, but something wasn't right. Them little dogs of Felicity's were underfoot, and they wouldn't shut their yaps. Duncan McBiscuit doesn't take guff from yapping wee dugs, so I grabbed that bone toy of theirs and took it away. They didn't like it one bit. Oh, no. Best part was, when I squeezed the wee toy, it drove them crazy, because it made this noise. This noise. Och, what was that noise? I can't recall. My brain's turned to haggis.
Don't fret, Pat. Just rest. It'll come back to you. If Duncan gets his memory back, we'll get some juicy details of the crime.
That's it. The sound of the toy. Now I remember.
Go on, then what happened?
Oh, I kept the toy and shook the wee doggies down the slide. They didn't like that one bit neither. I was having a grand time. I wanted a wee picket to remember by, so I went down to that photo thingamajig. I struck a manly pose and I was... Oh, Crivens, it's all fading away. I'll be forgetting my own name next.
Oh, don't get yourself in a twist, love. It'll come back to you.
And if you don't believe me, I invite you to inspect the evidence.
Are you having a laugh?
Enough questions. We're wasting time. The spies could be signaling their ship. If they give away our position, we're done for.
All right, yes, fine. So tell me what these so-called spies of yours looked like.
Don't mind if I do. It was dark. Dark as a darkened room. Then the door cracked open, and I saw them. Swarthy little men with sunken eyes and primitive tattoos, dragging Duncan's limp body. Sailors, judging by their uniforms, natives of the South Seas, I'd say. Stake my reputation on it.
Did they look like this?
No. Eyes more sunken, with heavy brows. That's better. Add nautical tattoos round their necks. And don't forget the uniform. There we are. A hint more menace. Just a hint now. Yes, now you've got it. Those are the villains I saw.
Right, so this is what they look like, eh?
Post that picture to every jack-tar in the Navy. We've got to stop them before they make landfall.
That's just what I'll do.
The man means well, but he's a couple of bricks short of the full hod. Good to see you, Private. This is no time for cooking. We need to conserve our rations until the last terrible hours. Watch your hindquarters, Private. There are spies about. Saw 'em myself, dragging off that Duncan chap. Not a pretty picture. Checking provisions, eh? Good military planning. Who knows how long that fool of a civilian constable will keep us cooped up? Best start rationing now, before panic sets in and we have to eat our pack animals. Or each other.
I just can't remember. Mr. Gabble is news agent, now open for business. Is that a customer I hear? Now with 100% fewer bossy wives. Oi, you want to shop here, you gotta follow my rules. Do you hear? Take what you like and I'll put it on slate. Business will sort out payment later. Got that? Oi, and don't nick nothing while you're about it. Blimey, that were easy. I don't know why Winnie makes so much fuss. Mr. Gabble is news agent, now open for business. My head's as empty as a bagpipe's bladder.
One of these suspects knows summat, but who to question first? If I keep staring long enough, I'm sure I'll detect summat eventually. Ah, the motive. Likely to be some physical object. I remember a case a few years back where the motive was a turnip, with two blokes claiming the growing rights. Right, the weapon. I'll wager it's a blunt object. Your more polite objects rarely do much thumping. Yes, the witness. Likely to be a person. Your vegetables and minerals don't generally have much to offer in the way of witnessing. Caught a scent, have you? His motive is clear enough. But could this apparently gentle purveyor of fine groceries be a Jekyll and Hyde character, perhaps? A vicious thumper in disguise? I must interrogate him.
You shouldn't eat candy floss, Mr. Paneer. Bad for your teeth.
Oh, I'm not eating it. I just like having something to hold.
You must try to stop worrying so.
But the thumper, who knows where he'll strike next?
I don't think there is a thumper. I think Duncan just fell over and wandered off by himself. He's a clumsy oaf, you know.
Aye, he is heavy on his feet, that's for sure.
He'll bounce back. He always does. It's Poogie Woo and Tinky Wee I'm worried about. Those silly accusations hurt their feelings. I just hope playing dress-up will lift their spirits. A new look is a tonic for the soul, don't you find?
Afraid I don't know how to play dressing-up games as it happens.
Doggy dress-up, silly. I just need to pick the right outfits. So many to choose from.
And put that candy floss down while I'm interviewing you, if you please.
Oh,
I'll ask you again, and this time I want a straight answer. Did you or did you not thump Duncan McBiscuit?
did you not? I mean, you did not. That is to say, me, not you. I mean, not you, me. But not me.
All right, that's enough. Just you watch yourself, Mr. Paneer, or I'll be watching you. Got it? Not another word.
Phew. What happened to my little friend and protector? I have to spin up another.
I just can't decide.
Ah, oh, it's only you, Gromit. For a moment I thought... Well, never mind. I'm sorry, lad, but if you want some candy floss, you'll have to get your own. I'm rather attached to mine.
Do you like the pretty pictures? He's like a little boy, crazy for candy floss. My poor little Duncan. All he wanted was to take me out on a date. Perhaps I'll let him, if we ever get out of here. Ah, the beachcombing canine. I can't imagine Wallace at the real Blackpool. He thinks he's so important. Oh, Mrs. Gabbley is as cute as kittens. Or strays, anyway. The Major seems to have lost his bearings. His holiday didn't turn out quite the way he planned, did it? My poor little darlings. They love a fashion shoot, but they were so agitated they couldn't sit still. Do you know what upset them? Some horrid person stole Mr. Squeaky. Isn't that awful? Mr. Squeaky's only a bone, but he's absolutely their favourite toy. The three of them are inseparable. Personally, I think it was that constable. Who else could be so cruel as to steal from a couple of helpless little puppies? He looks so happy. Artificial blossoms may look pretty, but they don't smell like much. Oh, what a nice present. That's a stylish look. I do admire those sunglasses. I suppose they're back in fashion. Seems I'm something of a trendsetter. So pretty. But I already have one, don't I? Oh, you found it. Good boy. Now, Poochie Woo and Tinky Wee can play sailor again. Ah, Gromit, you must know what the debonair dog likes. Why don't you help me pick an outfit for my precious darlings? Use your doggy fashion sense and choose your favourite hat, glasses and colour. Aye, aye, Captain. The very latest. Jaunty. They're show dogs, you know. Prize winners. The very latest. Classic. The very latest. Poochie Woo and Tinky Wee will love this. Poochie Woo, Tinky Wee. Time for dress up, my dears. Oh, look at this. Hello. You found Mr. Squeaky. You clever things. I was afraid he'd never turn up. Now we're really ready for some fun, aren't we? Let's get dressed up.
The poor things are shy. Would you mind leaving us alone for just a little while?
Aren't you cute? Yes, you are. Now, run along and play.
I've outdone myself, haven't I? I can't imagine a cuter outfit.
You can do this, Ernest Dibbins. What is it, boy? She clearly had a motive, and perhaps under that soft, knitted exterior lurks the soul of a hardened thumper. I must question her.
Who would have thought our little do-it-yourself beach resort would be the scene of a crime? All we need to solve the mystery is a motive, a weapon, and a witness. The deductomatic should convince the constable soon enough, eh, lad? Just a bit more tinkering and I'll be solving mysteries left and right. Maybe we'll find out where you buried that last bone of yours, eh?